this webCRM basic education video, I'll show you how to create and manage meetings in your webCRM system. Basically, you can create meetings in 3 different ways in webCRM. The first way is to create the meeting directly from the customer card. The second way is to create the meeting through the calendar, where you also manage and create your private meetings. And the third option is to create it directly from activities when handling those, as also shown in the video webCRM activities that you'll find on our YouTube channels. But let's look at option number 1 first. Creating the meeting from the customer card basically means, of course, obviously, that you need to search for the customer that you want to have the meeting with, or if you can see them already on the organization list, click on the customer card. At the customer card, you push or click create, push or click, well, it'll be the same, click create meetings to create a new meeting with this customer. All right, so now we are at the create meeting screen, where you first of all choose the responsible person internally at your place, at your company, who is responsible for the meeting, who is the contact person that you need to have the meeting with, and the right side, on the right side, you choose the participants internally that should attend in this meeting besides you, or maybe you're not the one attending, maybe someone else is. The ones that you will click off here will actually have the meeting in their calendars as well, and also in the local mail and calendar client, assuming that you have your Exchange, Outlook plugin, or Google integration set up correctly. Then you choose the date for the meeting. Let's say that will be in 2 weeks from now. And then, of course, as well, choose the time. Let's take 1 p.m. The duration of hours, choose how many hours the meeting should be scheduled to. Let's say 2 or maybe 3 hours. Is it confirmed? Is it a draft? Is it canceled? If you choose canceled, it will appear as canceled in the calendar. It will be marked with red letters, and in your calendar client, local calendar client, it will actually be removed from that calendar, assuming again your correct integration has been set up. So deleting a meeting in webCRM won't remove it from the local calendar client, but canceling it will. So, but right now, for now, it's confirmed, and then the purpose could be a presentation of products like this. Site details you will use if you have an additional address, an additional meeting place with the customer that you need to gather with them, besides the actual address which is shown up here. Then you can also choose if it's a meeting out or a meeting inside your office as well. And then in the end here you can choose other persons, which is basically a small memo notification of who else is participating in this meeting externally besides Mr. Winstone, as he's called here. When you're done, click Save, and then your meeting is right over in the calendar. The second way is, if we go to the calendar, you can actually see the meeting here, and when you do a mouse over, you can also see the different information about the meeting. As I said before, the second way to create a meeting is doing it right through the calendar, where you actually click this little plus, the blue icon here with the little plus inside, to create the meeting with the customer. Choose now the customer name, and then go through the same setup as before, or if it's a private meeting, you can actually click over here to create the private meeting. If you create a private meeting, you'll need to know that the description will only be visible to you, and it will also be moved to your calendar client, assuming again that you got the correct integration set up, and in the calendar client it will also be marked as private. So that would be the second way to create the meeting with the customers. While we're at the calendar, I want to show you, by the way, how to set it up, because right now I can see my calendar entries, and I can also see my colleague James Haven's calendar entries. If I click the settings icon over here on the right side, I can actually choose which of my colleagues' meetings I want to be have visible in my calendar. When I've chosen whom I want to see, I have to remember to click Save as Default in order for it to be shown as standard. I can also choose a default the day view or the week view, sorry, or the month view in my calendar. I can also go in and edit holidays. So if I want to put in specific holidays all over 2014, I can actually do that in advance. So another thing I also can do from my calendar is, sorry, edit my days out of, like this button up here. If I click that, this is where I go in as a person, as an individual, to put in when I have when I'm on vacation, I have a leave. If I've turned in sick or something like that, I can actually put it in here, and then it will be blocked all over the days that I choose with a red bar up here on the top. So that would be a way to do it as well, creating the meeting from the calendar. The third way is to create a meeting directly from the activity. In the video webCRM activities, you'll see how to handle and process your activities, and also how to combine them and structure them together with opportunities and meetings. So I'll just jump right through it. Basically, when you have an activity like this one, you can actually link to a meeting through the process whenever the customer says, well, now I'm ready to have that meeting with you. So basically what you do is you link from the activity to the meeting in order for the activity to be the structured box, the structured mechanism that will help you handle this customer the right way. So when you create a new meeting through the activities, you basically click up here on link to meeting, and then you click create new meeting. You can also link this activity to old meetings that you already got with the customer, but for now we'll just create a new one. And then you go through the exact same thing as I showed before with creating the meeting and so on. Once it's done, I'll just choose a date here. Once it's done, you'll actually see the activity be attached to the meeting over here on the right side. So you'll always have a possibility to go back and forth between the activity and the meeting like this. So that would be the way to handle, process, create, manage your meetings in webCRM.